Hi, everybody. I wanted to talk with you a little bit about the first person plural point of view. That's a point of view that I use in the second essay in the Perils of Girlhood. It's called On the Verge of Being. It's also one of the oldest essays in the book, in that I wrote it some time ago. In the first person plural, you're using a communal narrator to tell a story, oftentimes like something that's maybe more universal or something that would work well within the confines of a group. So I want to read to you a little bit from this essay and then talk with you about some of the decisions that I made and offer you some suggestions as you consider using the first person plural in your own essays. This is called On the Verge of Being. We want boyfriends. We dream about Rob Lowe, Simon LeBon from Duran Duran, Frisco on General Hospital, Judd Nelson. Their glossy pictures paint our locker doors and insides of our pencil cases. We send them letters, write stories crouched together in the school parking lot after classes, in which each of us is alone in the dark with our idol. We slap one another on the arm, murmur, "What you gonna do with them once the lights are out?" 8th graders, we erupt in fits of laughter. We would date the boys in our class at St. Anne's if they were dateable, but Jack is taken, and Mike is only cute because he's a new student and from the public school. Other boys shoot spit wads and play Dungeons and Dragons. Even though we're not attracted to these boys, we try to get them to notice us. We nod our heads when they talk to us, cover our mouths when we giggle, ask them questions about their basketball team. We want these boys to skate with us during couples only at the school skating party. In folded papers, we ask them if they will skate with our friends. Sometimes they answer, other times they crumple the paper into a ball, aim it at a friend across the room, and let it fly. I diet. Bran cereal and a glass of orange juice for breakfast. For lunch, a Tupperware filled with lettuce leaves, a few strips of fat-free turkey and salad dressing, an apple. I almost throw up every day when I open the container, the limp leaves pressed under oil warm from my locker. More than a boyfriend, I want to be wanted. During school lunch, I touch my side where my ribs pulse skin. They make me proud, remind me of the progress I've made. I force myself to lick a forkful of lettuce. For now, this is my secret. Dinner consists of half of everything. Fridays are the best. I allow myself half a sandwich for lunch and a slice of pizza for dinner. Sharp-fisted pains bully the pit of my stomach. The hunger accompanying each day proves my toughness, that I'll win. We practice walking during recess, heads high, hips swaying. On the playground, we wear our Oxford collars up, hike our plaid skirts higher, then pull them back down when the bell rings. We don't say it out loud, but we envy Anna's chest. 2 giant hills she cannot disguise under sweater vests or cabled cardigans. The boys make up songs about her and snap her bra more than ours. We worry our breasts will not grow. At school, we pass around a rumpled copy of Judy Blume's Forever. She became our surrogate mother, teaching us everything about our bodies, from masturbation to sex, menstruation to dating. Blume wrote Forever after her daughter requested a story where 2 nice kids have sex and don't die. In our school, sex education class consisted of an hour-long discussion of male and female body parts by the school nurse, or a filmed strip with the science teacher, who ended with our teacher asking, "Are there any questions?" Yes, we had questions, many, many questions, but we weren't about to ask them. So that's just the first page and a half of On the Verge of Being. And you can see there that I'm using that first person communal narrator to create this sense of the 8th grade girls as they are kind of coming of age. That essay also includes the individual I, because it has my experience as well. The first person plural point of view is interesting because you can kind of downplay the individual traits of a narrator. And there's really two kinds of we's. There can be a we where that communal narrator is telling the story, and there can also be a we where the communal narrator is more of a bystander. We see that in the novel, The Virgin Suicides. One of the things that I would encourage you to do if you're thinking about trying out the communal point of view is consider why. What is it that you're hoping this point of view can offer, can hold? With any decision, you want to make sure that you've got a reason behind it. There should be something that communal point of view can do that a regular first person or third person cannot. It can be really useful to write with that communal point of view. If there's something elusive that you're kind of trying to get at, as I said, this essay takes place with this communal group of 8th grade girls. They're 13, they're coming of age, and that communal narration allows us a chance to see the ways in which these girls are all similar and the way that they are all trying to navigate this time. It can be the communal narrator can be a really powerful choice because you're not limited to just one character. Obviously, in that essay, I chose to use both the communal narrator as well as that singular first person. The really cool thing about the communal narration is when it works, you just have a sense of this group as any other character. So it can be really rich. Again, the sample that I shared with you offers both that communal and the individual. And what I would love for you to do, if you're willing or if you're interested, is I would encourage you to try writing in the communal point of view. Here's just a little exercise. Set a timer or whatever you do to kind of give yourself some boundaries of time, and maybe just spend a couple minutes jotting down or listing all the groups that you belong to. After you've made your list, select one and write from the perspective of that group. Consider the commonalities that they might share, the ways that they are charged to live, the expectations that are placed on them, even particular actions that they all experience. And then just let me know how it goes. The first person plural point of view is a blast to write. It's one of those points of view that can really enliven your work. And I hope you let me know how it goes. Thanks so much.